Katie Price, the iconic former glamour model known for her unapologetic presence in the public eye, has once again thrust herself into the spotlight, not for her glamorous escapades or bold fashion choices, but for a deeply personal and alarming revelation about her health. At 47 years old, Katie has built a career spanning decades, marked by her transition from pageantry queen to reality television star, author, and advocate for various causes close to her heart. Yet, beneath the layers of her resilient exterior lies a struggle that has now captured national attention, an addiction to vaping that her family fears could be shortening her life. In a raw and unfiltered Instagram story post, Katie shared an X-ray image of a severely diseased lung, the kind that evokes images of irreversible damage from years of toxic exposure. The caption accompanying the graphic visual was stark and direct. Vaping has officially been linked to rare and irreversible lung disease. Without hesitation, she added her own vulnerable admission, "I have to stop." This moment of candor wasn't just a fleeting social media impulse. It was a cry for help that echoed the worries of those closest to her, amplifying a narrative that's been simmering in the background of her life for far too long. To truly understand the gravity of Katie's situation, one must delve into the familial backdrop that makes her vaping habit all the more poignant and perilous. Her mother, Amy, at 73, has been waging a valiant battle against terminal idiopathic pulmonary fibrosis (IPF), a progressive lung condition that scars the delicate tissues of the lungs, making each breath a labored effort. Amy's fight reached a critical juncture in 2022 when she underwent a life-saving lung transplant, a procedure that not only saved her life but also served as a stark warning to her daughter. The transplant was no small feat. It involved months of preparation, surgery, and grueling recovery, all while Amy maintained her role as the pillar of strength for her family. For Katie, who has 5 children of her own, Harvey, Jr., Princess, Jet, and Bunny, this family history isn't abstract. It's a living, breathing reminder of how fragile health can be when respiratory issues take hold. Amy's condition has been a shadow over the Price household, with Katie often sharing glimpses of her mother's journey to raise awareness about IPF, a disease that claims lives silently and without mercy. Yet, despite this intimate knowledge of lung deterioration, Katie has found herself ensnared in the grip of vaping, a modern vice that's deceptively accessible and socially normalized. The allure of vaping for Katie isn't hard to trace. In an era where e-cigarettes are marketed as a safer alternative to traditional smoking, they've become ubiquitous, especially among those navigating high-stress lifestyles. Katie's life is a whirlwind of podcast recordings, live tours, media appearances, and parenting duties, all compounded by her ongoing battles with personal finances, legal troubles, and the emotional toll of co-parenting with ex-partners. Vaping, with its flavored clouds and discreet portability, offers a momentary escape, a quick puff on a train, a swirl of vapor during a break from the chaos. Last year, she was caught on camera indulging in the habit aboard a public train, an act that not only violated transport regulations but also ignited public backlash. E-cigarettes are explicitly banned on UK public transport due to fire risks and health concerns, yet Katie's defiance highlighted the depth of her dependency. During her live tour alongside longtime friend Carrie Katona, another tabloid staple with her own history of substance struggles, Katie was seen puffing away mid-performance, the device almost an extension of her hand. These incidents aren't isolated. They're symptoms of a broader pattern where stress relief collides with addiction. Sources close to the family paint a picture of mounting anxiety among Katie's inner circle. A confidant speaking to media outlets described the atmosphere as one of quiet desperation. Katie needs to stop for health reasons, and obviously her family members have been very worried. The concern isn't hyperbolic. It's rooted in the very real science linking vaping to severe pulmonary issues. The X-ray she posted wasn't a random scare tactic. It depicted a lung ravaged by what experts term popcorn lung, or bronchiolitis obliterans, a condition where tiny airways scar and narrow, triggered by chemicals like diacetyl found in some vape flavors. For someone with a genetic predisposition like Katie, this isn't just risky, it's a ticking time bomb. Her addictive personality, which has fueled both her successes and setbacks, from her modeling empire to her multiple marriages, now works against her. She's so stressed, and vaping, is simply her way of releasing that stress, the source continued. It's also very addictive. This admission underscores a vicious cycle. The habit born of pressure perpetuates more pressure as loved ones plead and health alarms blare. Enter JJ Slater, Katie's boyfriend of nearly 2 years, a contestant from the reality show Married at First Sight who entered her life at a time when stability seemed elusive. JJ, with his grounded demeanor and supportive presence, has been a steadying force amid Katie's turbulence. Yet even he treads carefully in this arena. Insiders reveal that while JJ is worried, he recognizes the limits of his influence. There is only so much he can do as Katie has her own mind. Their relationship, often splashed across headlines for its ups and downs, has been a source of both joy and scrutiny. From romantic getaways to joint podcast episodes, JJ has championed Katie's endeavors, but confronting her vaping feels like navigating a minefield. He encourages without nagging, supports without enabling, all while grappling with the fear that her choices could lead to a health crisis mirroring Amy's. This dynamic adds another layer to Katie's story, a tale not just of personal vice but of partnership under strain. Family interventions haven't been subtle. In October 2023, during an episode of the Katie Price Show podcast, co-hosted with her sister Sophie, the plea was public and raw. Sophie, ever the protective sibling, implored on air, "Can you stop vaping please?" The moment, captured for thousands of listeners, was a mix of humor and heartache, with Katie acknowledging the habit but deflecting with her signature wit. Sophie, who shares Katie's fiery spirit but tempers it with practicality, has been vocal about boundaries, especially as the sisters navigate their mother's illness together. The podcast itself is a testament to their bond, a platform where they dissect everything from beauty routines to bankruptcy woes, but health discussions cut deepest. By November 2024, the train incident escalated things, with commuters filming Katie's disregard for rules, leading to calls for fines and further familial frustration. Sophie's exasperation mirrored Amy's quiet resolve, both women urging Katie toward change not out of judgment but love.